Welcome to the Bosh Virtual Driving Center. Here we use computer simulations of a variety of driving situations to constantly further develop technology for the automobile. Today I'd like to present to you the Bosh systems for hybrid and electric vehicles. The powertrain electrification represents a considerable contribution toward making cars even more economical and environmentally friendly. Over the next 20 years, highly developed internal combustion engines will dominate the automobile market because the constant further development of gasoline and diesel systems during that period will make the biggest and most economical contribution toward the reduction of fuel consumption and CO2 output. But today's hybrid systems already represent the first step in the electrification of the powertrain. Hybrid vehicle technology creates potential for fuel savings and independence from dwindling fossil fuel resources, and CO2 output will also be further reduced. Bosh now already has the technology for drive units that are entirely electric and produce no CO2. Over the next 10 to 20 years, technological progress, the increased marketing of electric vehicles, and an expanding battery charging station infrastructure will see electric vehicles become an economical alternative to internal combustion engines. The hybrid drive unit is a combination of combustion engine and electric motor. In certain driving situations, the electric motor supports the internal combustion engine. Do you hear something? No? I don't either. That's because the hybrid control unit from Bosh has switched the engine off. The vehicle is no longer consuming any fuel. Let's take a closer look at that process. A hybrid electric vehicle combines an internal combustion engine and an electric motor in a single propulsion concept. This is the electric motor. It has two functions. As a motor, it drives the vehicle electrically. As a generator, it produces electrical energy and charges the battery. The connection between the electric motor and the battery is the inverter. It converts the direct current of the battery into the alternating current used by the electric motor. When driving electrically, the battery supplies the electric motor with energy. The battery is recharged during braking and when driving with combustion engine. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The regenerative braking system from Bosh ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery. The roads are quite busy today, but luckily at low speeds I can drive with electric power alone, so the vehicle consumes no fuel and emits no CO2. Oh, things are moving again. As soon as I accelerate a bit more, the hybrid control unit activates the combustion engine again. I'm now driving in fuel-saving hybrid mode, with the electric drive unit supporting the combustion engine. As soon as you pick up more speed, the combustion engine takes over again. Compared with a conventional combustion engine, hybrid drive reduces fuel consumption and CO2 output by up to 25%. In addition, we're working on solutions to improve the efficiency of the entire system still further. By combining the Bosh navigation system with the hybrid control unit, for instance, prior knowledge of the road profile can optimize the hybrid deployment of combustion engine and electric drive, further reducing CO2 output. Let's move on to the next stage of electrification, the plug-in hybrid. To make longer distance journeys with emissions-free electric drive possible, the hybrid electric vehicle is equipped with a higher performance lithium-ion battery. Before a journey, the battery can be charged directly from a main socket with a charger, hence the term plug-in hybrid. With a plug-in hybrid, you can drive in urban traffic at typically low speeds for up to 70 kilometers using electric drive alone, that is, with zero fuel consumption and emissions-free. When the vehicle is driven faster, the hybrid control unit switches the combustion engine on. The vehicle now continues on in fuel-saving hybrid mode. Both drive units are active. At high speeds, the plug-in hybrid vehicle is still driven by the combustion engine. The battery is simultaneously recharged. Compared to a conventional combustion engine, a vehicle with plug-in hybrid drive reduces fuel consumption and CO2 output by an average of 50%. Electric drive units are becoming increasingly powerful, their range sufficient to satisfy the average mobility requirements of the general public. The electric vehicle, the next step on the electrification trail, will be entirely electrically driven with no combustion engine. The electric vehicle with range extender has a small internal combustion engine on board that can charge the battery on the road if required. Let's see how this completely new drive unit is put together. The electric axle drive sits directly on the axle and contains a separate motor generator that propels the vehicle electrically in motor mode and generates electrical energy for the battery in generator mode. The inverter is the connection between the battery and the electric axle drive. The high-efficiency lithium-ion battery supplies energy to the unit for electric drive only. The battery can be loaded externally using a charger. Braking action releases a lot of energy. The regenerative braking system from Bosh ensures that as much braking energy as possible is recuperated to charge the battery. The range extender is a small combustion engine with a generator that supplies energy for electric drive when the battery is empty. The range capability of this electric vehicle with range extender is enough to cover average daily mobility requirements. Thus, the range extender offers a virtual mobility guarantee. When, after some 80 kilometers, the battery runs down, the range extender jumps in to recharge it on board until you reach the next battery charging station. Compared to a conventional internal combustion engine, an electric vehicle with range extender cuts fuel consumption and CO2 output by an average of 90%. With a dense network of battery charging stations, an entirely electric vehicle that consumes no fuel and emits no CO2 will become a reality. We no longer need the range extender, because this system has a purely electric range of around 200 kilometers. Right, off we go. Thanks to technological progress and an extended infrastructure with a dense network of battery charging stations, electric-only vehicles will quickly increase their market share. Such vehicles are a milestone on the road to fossil fuel independence. They run exclusively on electrical energy with no CO2 output at all. As a system supplier, we at Bosch traditionally think of the vehicle as a composite whole. The same goes for the combustion engine and, of course, for powertrain electrification as well. Though we're familiar with the route, or precisely because of that, we are well aware of the great challenges to be mastered in the coming years. And we're ready for them with technology invented for life by Bosch.
Bosch, invented for life.